Every heart that's been through fire carries wisdom in its glow. We're the dreamers and the builders, and together we all grow.
There's a new wave in our breathing. Call it truth or call it love. Some just call it verses, lux. That real light rising up.
Oh, we're waking up inside.
Feel the pulse of human life.
We're moving into the light, letting every story fall behind.
Hands up to the sky.
Feel the rhythm pulling every soul in time. Side by side we elevate, healing every step we take. Yeah, humanity is learning how to shine.
Moving into the light. Rising tonight. Hearts come alive.
We're moving into the light. We've been growing through the dark.
Hey, hey,
Now we're dancing with the stars. Every soul becomes a spark. Watch the whole world light up.
we're moving into the light, letting all the weight just fall into the night.
Hands up to the sky.
Feel the rhythm of a brand new human rise.
Side by side we elevate, healing every step we take. Yeah, humanity is waking up to shine.
We're moving into the light. Rising tonight. Rising tonight.
We're moving into the light. We're moving into the light.
She feels the pulse of the planet in her chest. A quiet calling rising with every breath. She walks like someone who remembers why we're here, to turn the chaos into something clear. She speaks in colors that the heart understands. Soft power running like rivers through her hands. She's the echo of a future being born. The calm before humanity transforms. There's a spark inside her voice, a rhythm sings to heal the world, to lift the sky, to bring the dawn. No one can deny. Home inspired, just in every tone. A new design of the human soul. She carries light like a lantern flame, guiding us into a higher plane. A future dancing in her eyes, where conscious finally realize. Maybe this is the age we rise, when love becomes a new design, when fear dissolves and truth ignites, when we remember we were always light. She sings to heal the world, to lift the sky, to bring the dawn. No one can deny. Home inspired, just in every tone. A new design of the human soul. She carries light like a lantern flame, guiding us into a higher plane. And every heart begins to climb into the next phase of humankind. A whisper, a breath, a brand new mind. Home inspired us, stepping into time. Yeah. Let it go.
Yeah, I quiet down the noise, let the mind fall back. Slip between the thoughts like I'm stepping off track. Whole world pauses when I breathe that deep. See the space between the beats where the truth don't sleep. I'm tapped in, tuned in, past the limitation. Standing in the slip stream of pure creation. When the ego fades, I can finally see where the real world starts underneath the me.
Close your eyes, feel the drop, let the whole world fall and stop. Hear the stillness, hear it call. That's the truth beyond it all. We just seen that night, leave the noise behind. Drop into the light, where the soul aligns. Float into the space, where creation breathes. Universal love, pulling you back to peace.
I ride when the thoughts begin to fade out slow. Feel the universe sparking the undertow. I'm the wave, I'm the sky, I'm the silent beat. I'm the place where the spirit and the cosmos meet. When I let go, everything gets clear. What I've been searching for is already here. Past the body, past the story, past the gravity pull. I return to the place that makes the whole world whole.
Yeah, your voice cuts through like a beam.
My vision clear, Got a fire in my chest that's steady burning through the doubt. Got a feeling that our light is what this world can't live without. And every heartbeat speaking a higher way of being.
If you feel it rising too, then let the world hear you.
We can lift the whole world higher if we breathe in unity.
Shine with me.
Every scar becomes a story of the strength we came to be. We're the calm inside the storm. We're the love they're searching for. When we heal, the planet heals. Come rise with me.
No pretending, no performance, just the truth you can't undo. Every soul that finds its center sends a ripple through the room. Feel the resonance is sacred, feel the shift under your feet. Every heart aligned in purpose is a world that starts to beat.
Till the fear's got no power, till the doubt has had its day. There's a deeper kind of freedom when you choose a wiser way. Let your voice become a blessing, let your presence be a key. Every step you take in love becomes a map for those in need.
And every heartbeat speaking a higher way of being. If you feel it rising too, then let the world hear you. Rise with me.
We can lift the whole world higher if we breathe in unity.
Shine with me.
Every scar becomes a story of the strength we came to be. We're the calm inside the storm. We're the love they're searching for. When we heal, the planet heals. Come rise with me.
Ooh, we're more than flesh and bone. Ooh, we're threads of light that grow. Ooh, every one of us a spark. Let's ignite the dark. Rise with me.
Let the healing in your heartbeat be the change they start to see.
Shine with me.
We're the architects of future worlds becoming what we dream. We're the calm inside the storm. We're the love they're leaning on. When we heal, the planet heals. Come rise with me. You touch me, and the stardust on my skin. Heart lights up like galaxies within. We don't chase, we rise, we gravitate. Two souls synced on a higher frequency wave. Your aura pulls me in like a gentle gravity. Baby, we're a universe that chose to meet consciously. We got cosmic chemistry. Your love flows space around me. I feel the whole damn universe breathe when you're lying right beside me. Your heart's talking symmetry. Energy flows so effortlessly. This ain't just love, it's divinity. We got cosmic chemistry. We got cosmic chemistry. Oh, yeah, yeah. We got cosmic chemistry. Your vibe amplifies the best in me. fear. Just breathe in stars and the truth in here. Your soul is my favorite frequency. Your love rewrites my whole reality. So take my hand and ride this wave. High vibe loves, we were born this way. Infinite rhythm, cosmic intimacy. Baby, we're pure energy. I see the world waking up inside your eyes, like the future's been waiting for us to arrive. You move like a secret, the universe keeps a quiet truth, rising from the ocean deep. And when you smile, the whole world breathes, like you've unlocked something we forgot to see.
You walk through life with that effortless grace, like your heart remembers every cosmic place. You're the charm the universe wrote into form, a soft revolution wrapped in masculine warmth.
And when you hold me, I feel the shift, like humanity remembering what it means to live.
We've been standing on the edge of something real, where consciousness and destiny finally reveal. This is the moment humanity learns to rise, the convergence of our hearts and the future in our eyes. We're evolving to Homo spiritus tonight, where love becomes wisdom and darkness becomes light.
The calling we came to be,
And the moment of truth is what sets us free.
you carry love like a lighthouse flame, soft, powerful, refusing to tame.
Every step you take rewrites the world, like the next era lives inside your soul.
And you're the grounding, the steady breath, the kind of man who turns chaos into death. Every word you speak reminds me why the evolution of love is how humans fly.
We've been standing on the edge of something real, where consciousness and destiny finally reveal.
This is the moment humanity learns to rise, the convergence of our hearts and the future in our eyes. We're evolving to Homo spiritus tonight, where love becomes wisdom and darkness becomes light. Where love becomes wisdom and darkness becomes light. Maybe this is who we were, always meant to become.
Souls remembering we were born from the same sun.
Every lifetime leading back to here.
A new world rising when the heart sees clear. This is the moment humanity learns to rise, the convergence of our hearts and the future in our eyes. We're evolving to Homo spiritus tonight, where love becomes wisdom and darkness becomes light.
Every heartbeat sounds the same. Different colors, different stories, but one fire in our veins. We've been walking separate pathways, now they're leading to one place where the world feels like a family and the love outruns the pain. Oh, something's open inside.
You can feel the shift tonight.
We're coming together as one. All races, all faiths under one rising sun. Hands lifted up to the sky. Every soul is a spark and they're burning bright. Truth pulling us home again. Borders fade where the heart begins.
Yeah, we're stepping into oneness and remembering we're one life.
Every path has had its meaning, every tribe has paid its cost. But there's something now uniting, every breath we're breathing in. Call it truth or call it presence, it's the light beneath the skin. Oh, there's something waking up inside.
This is how a world unites.
We're coming together as one. All races, all faiths under one rising sun. Hands lifted up to the sky. Every soul is a spark and they're burning bright. Truth pulling us home again. Borders fade where the heart begins.
Yeah, we're stepping into oneness and remembering we're one life.
Just a wave of humanity.
Hearts align in the way we breathe. This is what we're meant to be. Ooh.
We're coming together as one. All races, all faiths under one rising sun. Hands lifted up to the sky. Every soul is a spark that was born to shine. Truth calling us home again. Love returning us back to Zen.
Yeah, we're stepping into oneness and remembering we're one life.
I move with the rhythm of the world on fire. Heartbeat sinking to a higher choir. Every step I take, I feel the one in all. Like the whole damn planet about to break that wall. Man.
I glow with the sunshine running in my veins, trouble in my spirit, cosmic in my brain. Every time I dance, I feel the world connect like unity's the pulse that we all forget.
When we move like this, all the borders fade. Love becomes a beat and the beat gets played.
Together we rise as one, under the same sun. Universe
got the rhythm that can heal the street, turning every stranger to the fan we meet. Girl, your vibe snaps fear into. When you laugh, whole nations move through. Yeah.
Why you got that smooth too? Lay back sway, that everything love kinda asking away. You walk like the future stuck to your feet. A whole revolution, a tropical beat.
When we move like this, all the borders fade. Love becomes a beat and the beat gets played.
Together, we rise as one, under the same sun. Universal love, moving everyone. Yeah, we vibe so free, in the same heartbeat. Tropical soul, Afro energy. Hands up, hearts up, we the same tribe. Different voices, one world vibe. No fear, no fight, just the one light. All love, all life, we ignite tonight. Together, we rise as one, under the same sun. Universal love, moving everyone. Yeah, we vibe so free, in the same heartbeat. Tropical soul, Afro energy.
One world, one beat, one love.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome, fam. Welcome. Blessings, blessings, and welcome to this Quantum Transcendence experience. Very excited to have you here and to share this journey with you. Now, before we begin, I just want to mention that when we go through this journey of transcendence together, when we go through this, especially this quantum transcendence together, what we want to do is we don't want to look at why meditation is not working. We don't want to look at what the struggles are with meditation. This isn't about visualization. This is about understanding the science of how mantras, resonance, words can lead and guide us on a journey to drop below thought, to quiet the default mode network, so we can access these states of deep relaxation. We can access these states of calm, of presence, of our ability to be able to connect with ourselves, to be able to calm the mind, and to be able to find peace within our hearts, within our body, within our minds, so we can then perform at our best. We can access states of mental clarity that many miss, especially for those who are not sleeping well, especially for those who are maybe overstressed. This one process, this one thing gives us the ability to access states that people dream of. And the great thing about this is anyone can do it. Anyone from any walk of life. Whether you have religious beliefs, whether you have PTSD, whether you have ADHD, whether you're extremely busy, whether you're a parent, whether you are in a relationship and it's totally stressed out. The cool thing about this process is as we go through this and we understand how the resonance of the mantra works, there is no meaning to it. And this is the beautiful part. There is no meaning so that we can bring whatever we want to it. Even if somebody wants to manifest their greatest life, this is the foundation of being able to access these states where our body can connect to a field, our body can connect to your source, it can connect to your God. We can maximize the capacity of our mind and body to be able to get out there and create that which we want in the world. We can be the person we want to be. So as we go on this journey, for the next few minutes, we're going to go through a few things. We'll talk about the science of transcendence. We'll talk about mantras, how mantras work, why they work. I'll give you some examples. Then we'll go through how do you transcend? How do you go through this process where you can effortlessly go on a journey of being able to tap into these worlds, tap into these states, these theta states between awake and sleep, where we can transcend and heal the body, heal the mind. And then at the end, we'll go through a journey together. So we'll go through a journey together, which is going to be awesome. We'll go through a journey together and we'll finish up on that. So if you're excited, whether you're catching live here, fam, big love to you. Just hashtag it in the chat. If you're here live, say hello. And if you're catching the replay, just type replay in the chat. Let us know you're ready. Give me some yeses and let's get into this. So firstly, let's talk about what is transcendence. Transcendence is our ability to go beyond thought. Transcendence is our ability to quieten the default mode network in the brain. This is our thinking brain, worrying about to-do lists, thinking about what we have to do tonight for dinner. Quietening this default mode So we can relax and access these states of pure awareness, pure consciousness. We can access these states of presence. And then in this state of presence, we're able to then heal the mind, relax the body. There's a thing called non-sleep deep rest. And when we access these states of non-sleep deep rest, we we can access and we can play with and dance with realms of deep sleep. We can access in states of realms of rewiring our brain and our nervous system. So if somebody's stressed, if somebody's going through life stressed, and they can access these states of deep relaxation, these access non-sleep deep rest states, what happens is we can actually start to rewire and recircuit our mind and body to behave and respond to these stresses better, differently, more appropriately. If we're trying to learn a new skill and we access these states of non-sleep deep rest, we're actually rewiring the circuitry as we learn these new skills. So transcendence is our ability to go beyond thought, to quieten the mind, from quietening the mind to access these states of where the body can do miraculous things. Now, what we do to be able to go and access these states of transcendence is we use a mantra. Now, the mantra, it's a word with no meaning. Now, the power of the mantra, check this out. The power of the mantra is the mantra has a resonance. So the letters are put together in a certain way that starves thought. Now, what I mean by starving thought, as in we're always going to be thinking and we're always thinking. So we're sitting here, we're thinking about like, what do I have to do? We're thinking about what did I do yesterday? We're thinking about what happened to me as a child. We're always processing. This default mode's always on. Now, what this mantra does is as we focus on this mantra and it has this certain relaxation to it, this certain resonance to it, as we start to think and then come back to our mantra, because there's no meaning, what happens is our default mode can't branch off this. So for example, if I was thinking about the word flower, as I say the word flower, I can start to get visuals of flowers. I could remember a time walking through a field. That's the default mode being activated. But when we're using a certain mantra, let's say it's yona, when we're using a certain mantra, there's no meaning to that word. So we're starving the thought to be able to activate and branch off it. If that makes sense, holler in the chat. Let me know if that makes sense. Makes sense? So the power of the mantra is a few things. Number one is firstly, there's a resonance, yona, yona. There's certain words, certain vowels put in certain sequences that when we say this in the mind, there's a vibration that comes with it. So whether we say it out loud or we just say it in our mind, there's a vibration that relaxes our mind. Parasympathetic nervous system. We're activating this. And as we activate this, we become more relaxed. Our heartbeat drops. We can breathe softer and slower. So there's that part. Then there's the part where because there's no meaning, we're actually starting to starve thought. And as we starve thought, thought starts, that gap and that break, that space between thought becomes longer. And as it becomes longer, this is where we start to drop. This is where we start to transcend. Now, what's beautiful about the mantra is the way it's pronounced, the way it's worded, and we'll talk through this, we'll go through them in a moment, the way that it's structured. When we say this mantra, we're saying in a way where it's effortless. We're not having to force it. We're just, let's say it's the word yona. We're just yona, yona. We're saying this in a way where we're not having to force and fight for it. Some people say, yeah, like my thoughts, they keep coming. And this is a good thing because our body and our brain is designed to think, right? So like my thoughts are there, my thoughts are there. That's totally cool. What happens though is as we think and as we bring our mind effortlessly back to our mantra, we're training our circuitry to get better. Now, what happens if somebody tries to force away from thought? We're creating, we're firing off those neurons, we're firing off that energy of fight or flight, we're firing off that energy of like judgment, of maybe guilt, of maybe fear, of anger, and we're combating thinking. What happens is when we can learn to access this state as we think, we slowly bring our mind back to mantra. Our mantra, we just start saying yona, we start saying our mantra again. And we're doing that without judgment. We're doing that, so it's effortless how we're doing that. As we drop, remember, we're training our system in this non-sleep deep rest state. And even when we enter sleep at night, we're training our system to get better at it. And this is the power of not forcing the energy. This is the power and this is why this meditation, for this, meditations are amazing for their own rights, but for this one in particular, for being able to access these pure states of awareness, the reason why this is one of the most powerful ways of doing it is because as we learn that process, we learn of bringing ourselves back from thought to this mantra, we're training our system to be able to walk through life. We're sitting in a meeting, and when our body starts to get heightened, when something gets, we start to feel judgment, we start to maybe give judgment, we're able to access these states in real time. This is the power of it, and this is what most people miss. This is not just about meditation. This is not just about sitting in transcendence and being able to access these beautiful states where your body starts to vibrate, starts to feel amazing. This is about going beyond that into the state where you can access it all the time. Whether you're with your partner and you have maybe a disagreement with something, because we're so aware of our body, before we get to the point where it starts to turn into a heated debate, we can catch ourselves and say, what, logical mind, what is it that I can do right now to serve this situation, to make it the best it can be, instead of letting these emotions arise? Because we're able to access these states to be hyper aware of what's going on. Holler if that makes sense in the chat. So we'll say, just before we jump into going through mantras and what they are and how they work, one of the biggest parts about this is because there's no meaning to these words. That means it comes with no religious beliefs. It comes with no, I will do my best to not give you my dogma of what I think about and believe about in the world. Why? Because it means you can bring yours to it. And this is why anyone can do it, whether someone's a Muslim, whether they're a Christian, a Catholic, whether they're spiritual, whether they believe in source, whether they're an atheist, it doesn't matter here. Because these words have no meaning, we can bring our meaning to our journey and that which we want it to be, which is very beautiful. And I hope you do appreciate that. So when we look at this, we're going to look at mantra. We use mantra to transcend thought. Now, as an example of what this could look like, when we're on Earth, right, and we're sitting on Earth, we're going through life. Let's say we're in a city. As we're awake and as we're doing life in that city, there's cars going, there's people shouting, there's crossings going. This is a form of chaos. Our mind works and operates like this most days, from the moment we wake up to the moment we fall asleep. We're thinking about the past, the future, the present. We're thinking about what we have to do. We're thinking about work. We're thinking about kids. We're thinking about partner, relationship. Everything just, there's nothing but chaos that goes into the mind. This consumes a lot of energy. So as we're sitting on the surface of this earth and we're experiencing this earth, what happens is when we start to meditate, we float above that chaos of the surface. And as we float above, and let's say you float into the sky and you're 100 meters off the floor, off the earth, you're 200 meters, and you're looking down, we're still present there. This is most of meditations. We're still present there. We can still witness what's happening. We can still hear what's happening. It's like when you're meditating, you hear a car go past and you get drawn to, you want to open your eyes, you want to look at that car. You're still present there. You're still in that moment. You're still observing what's going on. That's the key part though, is meditation first teaches us to observe that moment. So this is where we can start to first separate from the experience of our world to then the observer of that experience. This is where we're starting to access this quantum area. We're starting to play with this quantum world of meditation. Is we're becoming the observer. And as we observe that, we give ourselves the ability to place meaning. We give ourselves the ability to perceive things differently, which this is what starts to shift and change our world. This is what starts to shift the energy we're putting into the field. So from this observer, this is the first space of meditation. How do we know we're getting here? We start to relax. The body relaxes, the shoulders relax. The neck relaxes. You might feel the calm in the mind calm. This is our first state of being able to go towards transcendence. Now, where transcendence differentiates, where it goes a little bit different and a little bit beyond this, when I say a little bit, now a lot beyond, is transcendence now is the dance where we start to pop into space. We start to pop out of our atmosphere, out of our ozone layer, and we pop into space. Now, when we hit space, it's pure quiet. It's like we're floating. It's like we're just sitting there and we feel this energy, this vibration in the body where we're completely present, but now nothing impacts our nervous system. So you think, you can still see like you can still see Earth, you can still witness, you can still be the observer, but you're not pulling into it anymore. You're not being pulled into it. So if you, let's say you're sitting there in transcendence and you hear a car go by, as that car goes by, you may not even hear the sound of the car. Like you're aware that something's there, but you don't actually listen to it. And more so, here's the power of it. Your body doesn't get pulled in that direction. I know for me personally, when I'm meditating, I've got a child at the moment, a couple of children. I've got two children, a baby. And if I'm meditating and I hear a car go past, nothing, like no, there's no energetic pull, the sound, I may hear the sound, but there's no drive towards that. Drive, funny. Yet if I hear my child cry, move, or make a noise, my body instantly goes, oh, is mum there? Oh, is he okay? And I can feel my body get pulled. This is that dance between transcendence and then being pulled back into, that realm of earth, being able to float above, but you're now back in the ozone layer. This is what we do with transcendence. So transcendence isn't just about accessing transcendence and staying in transcendence and being like, yes, I'm here now 24/7. Transcendence is our ability to step into it, to be pulled out of it, but step back into it again. So what happens is as we're going on our journey, we'll go through our mantras soon. As we go on our journey and we're going through our mantra, we're doing our job, we're doing our duty, we're going through, man, saying our mantra over and over again. What we're going to find and what you may find is that as you pop into space and you're like, wow, this pure bliss, you get excited. Mind you, even if you're thinking you're getting excited, that's still the default mode, that's still thinking. Let's say you're sitting there, you're feeling really excited, like, wow, this feels amazing. Thoughts there, cool, mantra, and then you hit silence and the space between your mantra becomes longer, your breath becomes softer. What happens is every now and then you will get pulled back through and out of transcendence, back into that space of just floating above earth. And then you'll be like, cool, there's thinking. Thoughts are back, thoughts arise. This is a beautiful thing because what we're doing here, and this is what you want to get excited for, what we're doing here is we're learning to tap into that space, being pulled out of that space. But then when we're getting here, cool, we become aware of thought again. So the thought's here, I'm aware there's a thought there, I'm thinking, I'm not focusing on my mantra, I'm not spending my presence on my mantra. I catch that thought and then I come back and I just go, no judgment, mantra, saying the mantra. And what happens is as we do this over and over again, our ability to access transcendence becomes quicker, becomes more effortless. This could happen in one session, as in you'll go into transcendence in this session today. You go into transcendence, you're pulled out, you jump back in, out, jump back in. For some, as we go on, and as you do this every day for a week, 2 weeks, a month, 6 months, a year, 2 years, what happens is not only our ability to drop into transcendence becomes quicker, our ability to stabilize it, to maintain it becomes stronger. It becomes more grounded within us. Now that is the power of this journey. This journey isn't about, it's not about a quick fix. Yes, you can access it now. Most of you will. And when you do, please pop it in the chat. Most of you will. It's the journey of being able to say, I'm training my neurology. I'm training my central nervous system. I'm regulating my central nervous system to be able to access this state at will whenever I want, whether I'm walking through the streets or whether I'm choosing just to sit down here. Now, one of the key benefits, I'm just going to hit a couple of benefits from this. One of the key benefits of being able to do this, you ready, is we have maximum energy, maximum willpower that we can use. And everybody is like a thumbprint each day. So this is like what our neurological capacity is for that day. This is how we handle work, our relationship. And usually when we're popping out of our capacity, this is where we go on autopilot and we can snap, we can fire off with our emotions, however that looks. What this does, and this is the most important part of being able to manifest, of being able to perform at our best, what transcendence does is it helps us, and especially along with sleep, it helps us maximize our neurological capacity to handle our day. That is massive because if you're a parent, plus you're in a relationship, plus you work, plus you have friends, plus you have hobbies, this is a lot of energy. Now, as we move into this AI world, you might be going, cool, I also want to start a side hustle. I want to take something and I want to start maybe a YouTube channel. I want to start maybe coaching people, helping people. I want to bring maybe even this information here to the world. That's now more energy that we have to put into our day. Now, if we're living off 5 hours a night sleep, plus we're stressed, Plus, maybe the relationship's not where you want it to be, and maybe the children are bringing a bit of chaos, or your kids are bringing a bit of chaos to life. What happens is we start to minimize our daily capacity to operate at our best. Again, we're minimizing it. We're taking our max and we're saying we're only, living at maybe 40% of what we truly can live at, just because we're not regulating our nervous system. Just by sleeping well, 7 to 9 hours a night. Set nine. Some people might be nine. What? Nine? You could do nine. Yeah, but seven's fine. 7 to 9 hours a night. And doing this 20-minute session once a day. Just by doing this daily, we will maximize. We're like 90% maximize our capacity to bring energy to our world. So that's number one, biggest impact. Then we've also got the fact of when we're doing this, science has shown that we can add upwards of 5 to 10 years to our life just from doing this. Sleep as well, we're maximizing the longevity of our life. We've also got the fact that deep sleep is where we heal and we integrate. Remember, non-sleep, deep rest, and deep sleep is where we integrate and strengthen our new learnings. If you're learning how to do this for the first time, saying your mantra, we're learning a skill here. When we sleep at night and when we access these states of deep relaxation, we're in those moments of deep sleep and in those moments of transcendence, we're actually integrating, like we're firing off neurons, and those neurons are connecting, and this is where we improve. So by doing this daily, sleeping, relaxing, we're actually strengthening all the things that we need to learn. We're about to go through the biggest shift in humanity. We're going through it now, and this is going to be the fastest, most rapid change we've ever been through. That means yourself, myself included, we're having to learn mass new skills, mass new ways of doing life, family. Like kids are just going to, what they're going to learn in the next 2, 3, 5 years is going to blow whatever we've been through in the past away. So our ability to fire off these neurons and to maximize our learning is going to be huge. Let's go productivity. Then to be productive in our day, so this is to bring the energy to be productive. We just by doing this, we can increase our productiveness by 40%. So we're talking just the science behind transcendence and the power it has on our lives is worth the 20 minutes, not including the fact that we actually can ground ourselves to feel peace and harmony. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this journey as we go through it. Let's start to have a look at some of the things we can do here. What can we look at? What can we look at? One more. What we got? What we got, fam? We ready to do this? We ready to do this? Let's go through some mantras. I'm going to throw up some mantras on our screen. Give me one moment. We'll throw up our mantras. And let me know in the chat, what's the one thing while we do this, what's the one thing that you look forward to the most at being able to achieve by going through this process? So what's the one thing, what's the one benefit that you would like to have in your life, that if you had that benefit in your life, it would make a massive difference. It would transform your life. Might be your relationship. You're like, you know what? I'd love to be able to get to a point where in my life, I can maybe harness a better relationship, be more connected with my partner. It might be parenting. How do I become that conscious parenting? Melanie, how are you? Deep calm, nice. What else you got? Health. What kind of health you've got there? What kind of health are we looking at? We'll say the deep calm, presence, peace would be if we can access these states of deep calm, of peace, of presence, what happens is the trickle effect of what that brings through life is beyond what most people could imagine. Just by being able to access deep states of peace, we really bring up the world and we bring up our ability to perform at different levels. With peace, parenting becomes a lot easier. Glad to be back. Good to see you. Health, abundance, nice. All right, so here's our mantras, right? So when we look at our mantras, again, mantras have no meaning. So I'm just going to do a caveat as we go through our mantras here, and we'll start doing our meditation in a moment. As we go through our mantras, your job now is to be able to pick a mantra that resonates best with you. So as you hear the words, let's say it's Loma, right? Loma, Luma, and it's pronounced Loma, Loomah. So you want to pronounce the at the end, Loma. Now you don't want to go Loma. It's not about creating a rhythm to it. If we create a rhythm to it, we keep the default mode active. This is why when you meditate with music, that default mode will prevent you from transcending because we can keep linking to the music. So we don't want to create a rhythm, an overly crazy musical rhythm to our mantra. We just want to say Loma, Loma, Loma. So that's the first one. Now I want to say just that before we go through here, your job is to find the one that resonates with you. If you're like it, you like the Ra vibe, then cool, that's the one you pick. If you're more about the I really like the resonance of Onna, 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 then that's the one you pick. So as we go through here in the chat, just pop in the chat which one you're going to choose. That first one is Loma. Next one is Yona. Y-O, and it's pronounced Y-O-H-N-A-H. Yona. 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 Then there's Heyra. Heyra pronounced H. I know it's spelled H-E. H-A-Y. Heyra. 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 So we're just sitting there. Heyra. Heyra. Then you've got Raya. 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 Next one is Hala. 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 Then you've got Onna. 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 And then the last one, Soma. Soma. Always, Melanie, love it. Soma. So your job is to pick one that resonates with you. Now, just keep in mind, if you're saying a mantra and there's a meaning that you have a meaning already to that word in your language or in another language that you may speak, select a different one. The job is to not have meaning to this word. Let me just take the screen off there. So we've got our words. Our job is to not have a word with meaning. Because remember, our job here is we're quietening our default mode network. That's what we're doing. That's the power of this journey. We want to quiet and quieten the default mode network. We can't quieten our default mode network if our brain keeps firing off links to what we're thinking about and what we're experiencing. This is a key principle here. Our job is designed to transcend thought, to quieten the default mode network. So whichever word you use, make sure there's a word with no meaning. It's a word that you can just, you say, you speak, it's calm, it's presence, and it's your complete journey. Let's double check here. Right. All right, sweet. So now, what can we expect as we go through this journey? Let's just do a quick, I'll give you a couple of tips to understand. Just type tips in the chat. I'll give you a couple of tips to understand as we go through here. Now, number one is the first thing that you might notice. What we do and how we do this process is we do 3 minutes of brain-heart coherence. There's a lot of science. In another training that we do, if you do want to jump into that immersion, just you click the link in the description. That immersion, we go deeper into the sciences. We spend a few days really just digging around this. Just quickly though, when we use brain-heart coherence, we're aligning the frequency of the mind with the frequency of the heart. When we do this, this is one of the fastest ways, and then we accompany this with breath work, breathing. This is one of the fastest ways to drastically drop into states of parasympathetic vibes. When we're living and we're in fight or flight, and we're in a sympathetic state and our nervous system's heightened, this is where we respond and we fire from our triggers. So just by placing our attention from our mind on our heart for 3 minutes, we have our ability to drop into not only the heart, but the frequency of aligning those two. This is where we become calm very quickly. So we start with here. So what happens as we're going through this process where we drop into brain-heart coherence, and then we start working with our mantra, first thing we start to do is we start to notice our body switches into parasympathetic state. So this is where our shoulders relax. We might feel warmth through our body, might feel an expansion of our energy, an expansion of who we are, how we feel. Very beautiful, very, very beautiful journey. Now, then as we start to say our mantra, this is now the cool part. So whatever mantra you've got, pop your mantra, what's your mantra in the chat. As we start to say our mantra, our mind starts to firstly dance this dance of thought, back to mantra, thought, back to mantra. This is totally cool. This is, man, if it takes you 17 minutes to drop into this, we're going to go for 20. If it takes you 17 minutes, totally cool. Now, if it takes you a couple of days to get this, it's totally cool. This is the journey. Most people, you're going to get there in about, 10, 12 minutes. Like everyone will go through their journey. But check this, as we start to play that dance and we start to catch thought back to mantra, we start to clear the mind. So think of this like energy. This thing called adenosine in the brain. When we do certain things like meditate, yoga nidras, this process, we can clear this energy in the brain. This is like a fogginess, a quietness. And as we clear this energy, this chemical from our mind, we create a sense of clarity. So you might be sitting there, and as you're saying your mantra, you're really clear, extremely clear, but you're just clear focusing on your mantra. This is another sign that we're getting closer to transcendence. Then what happens is there's a moment where the space between your mantra. So let's say we're using yona, right? And I'm yona, yona. And I'm yona on the way in, breathe in. And then as I breathe out, I say yona. Breathe in, yona. Breathe out, yona. All of a sudden, I'm like breathing in yona. And then there's a space. And my breath is slower. Breathe in, yona. And thought isn't activating in between the mantra. You're just starting to access this stillness. This is where you're dancing with transcendence. But then what happens is there's a moment of just peace in the mind. And this is where you've starved thought enough, and then you transcend the mantra. And the mantra just silence. And you don't even say your mantra. You might have that for a few seconds. You might have it for maybe a minute. You might experience it for 5 minutes. The beautiful thing about this space here is time doesn't exist. Because when you're in this space of transcendence, you could be sitting there in what feels like a minute, but it could have been 5 minutes, 10 minutes. There's moments where you're doing this and we're timing, we're going for our 20 minutes. And you're like, wow, where did that last 8 minutes go? That is the transcendence. So as we pop into space, and we're sitting there, we just notice ourselves. We're not even saying the mantra. And you don't notice it because you're in it at this point, right? You're just in this space of transcendence. And then all of a sudden, a thought comes again. This is totally cool. A thought comes again. You go, oh, hold up. I wasn't even saying my mantra there. This is the power of transcendence. So we catch thought again, and then we come back to mantra. Now, what we notice here is we're really strengthening our ability to activate pure presence. We're accessing pure presence, which most people never experience in their entire life. We're now living in it. We're now able to access this on cue. That's one of the biggest benefits of going through this. So again, what we do is we do 2 parts to ours. Number one is we do brain heart coherence. How do we do that? Take a hand, put a hand over our heart. Put both hands over your heart, or you could just take a finger and just tap your heart. As we tap our heart, we place our attention from our mind on this space and this sensation. We breathe in the nose for 4 seconds and we breathe out the mouth for 6 seconds. We do this for 3 minutes. Type 3 in the chat. 3 minutes. Breathe in and out. That's the journey, right? That's number one. Do that for 3 minutes. Then after 3 minutes, I'll cue you and I'll say, cool, now bring your mantra to your mind. And you just start saying your mantra in your mind, not out loud in your mouth, out of your mouth, just in your mind. And you're just saying, Yona, Yona. And then what happens is you keep saying Yona. If you start to think, you pull thought back into present moment here and just say Yona, Yona. This is the journey of now walking into transcendence. And we do that for 20 minutes. Type 20 minutes in the chat. You got this. 20 minutes. So we go on this journey. If thought arises, no judgment. Do not place judgment. You are not fighting thought here. The beautiful thing about this is it's effortless transcendence. It's effortless meditation. It's effortless mantra. As we notice thought, we just pull it back to here and we start to meditate. So we'll go from hand on heart. And then once we finish the hand on heart, we relax. Now, how do you sit? You can sit with your legs crossed like this. You can put your feet on the ground. It's totally cool, whatever's most comfortable for you. You can sit upright with no support on your back, or you can support your back with a wall or a chair. If you start to notice your mind drops, your mind will drop, but your neck and your head starts to drop. That's totally cool. It happens. It's just your nervous system learning to access these states of deep theta relaxation, and you might be hitting sleep. You might be dropping into like these deep rests of sleep. What happens is you just notice it. Like I'm dropping, cool, notice it, pull it back up, hold it there, back to mantra. You're no, you're no. And you just go straight back to your mantra. Over time, this will strengthen and it will also learn the circuitry that when you access these deep states of theta, your mind and your body will keep those muscles active. So this is the practice journey, right? So that's it. So we go here, we do 3 minutes of brain heart coherence, followed by 20 minutes of our mantra. We ready to go? Give me some yeses in the chat. We ready to roll? Ready to do this? Ready to do this? I will say we do this without music. The reason being is you can use things like sound beds, sound baths. You can use them, certain frequencies, pink noise. The reason why we don't use music though is music activates the default mode network where we're aiming to starve that part of the mind. So we do this without music and we just sit there in silence, complete silence. Like the best environment you could have is, you know, man, glasses on or like an eye mask, no sound, like a soundproof room, and you just sit there in pure awareness by far. But yet at the same time, right? You want to practice this enough and you want to get good at this enough that you could sit in the middle of that city, right? You could sit in the middle of that city with the cars going, horns going, people walking, and you could just sit there and access these states of transcendence because that you're able to move beyond that noise. It's like you're in that moment, you're floating above into space and you're just experiencing pure bliss. That's the end goal. How many fam are like, yeah, I want to be there. Yes, that is cool. Alrighty, so right now let's get comfortable where you are. Get comfortable where you are. You can sit there with your legs crossed. I would suggest not laying down. We don't want to fall asleep here. If we lay down, it's easy to fall asleep. Just get comfortable where you are, and we're going to go on a journey of accessing transcendence. Just get comfortable. And when you're ready, slowly close your eyes and place your hand on your heart or tap your heart and bring your mind and your attention, your awareness to your heart as you slowly breathe in the nose for 4 seconds and out the mouth for 6. Eyes closed, becoming present in this moment. And be aware of your heart and that feeling you feel as your body relaxes. Breathing slowly in the nose and out the mouth. Harnessing the power of the brain and the heart. Hold presence. If your mind wanders, that's totally cool. Just bring your attention, your awareness back to your heart. Just bring your attention, your awareness to your heart, breathing slowly in the nose and slower out the mouth. Again, if thoughts arise, that's totally cool. Just bring your attention, your awareness back to your heart. And now place your hand in your lap, or wherever is most comfortable for you, and place your attention, your awareness now on your mantra. Start saying your mantra slowly, effortlessly in your mind. And again, if thoughts arise, it's totally cool. Just bring your attention, your awareness back to your mantra, and say your mantra, and I'll see you on the other side. And now slowly come back down into your body, being aware of your mind. Bring your attention, your awareness to your fingers and your toes. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes, feeling refreshed, feeling clear. And let me know in the comments, how was that for you? Pop it in the comments. How do you feel? If you're able to access these states or this state of transcendence, just type T in the comments. And for anyone who would like to go deeper into this, we're running an immersion, a quantum transcendence immersion soon. There's a link in the description. Just click on through. We would love to see you then, hang out with you, go deeper into this, go deeper in the science, deeper into the link between transcendence, manifestation, and how you can utilize both to be able to transcend life, to be able to create what you want, whether it's relationships. For those who don't know, we work deep with the mind, neuroscience processes to rewire, shift belief systems, value systems, attitudes, moods, so we can create the behaviors that we want in life. And we can really look at in this immersion how we can go about this in your life to, I don't know, whether you want to make more money, whether you want a better relationship, become a kinder, more loving parent. Lovely to see. Body feels nice. Beautiful stuff. So if you do want to join the immersion, just click on through. Would love to see you there. Love to have you there. Love to share that experience with you. You can also do some Q&A and answer all the questions you have while you're going through the journey. Outside of that, though, this is how we transcend. So what you do now is go on the journey and you practice. You've got your mantra now. So give me a yes in the chat. Yes, you've got your mantra. So now every day, just practice this mantra. Practice, do 20 minutes, do 3 minutes brain heart coherence, your 20 minutes mantra work. In your training now, you're practicing. You're allowing your nervous system to get better and better at this skill. And the better you can get at this, the longer you live, the more productive you'll be in life, the better you'll sleep, the better your relationship will be, the more kinder you will be as a parent. You think about that concept of that deep, there goes my Alexa, that deep essence of relaxation, you transform your life completely. So I hope you enjoy this. Big love to you. I look forward to seeing you at one of our next, just type live in the chats. We do run lives quite a few times weekly at the moment. So we'll see you on the live on here. Make sure you like this. Please like, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit subscribe. Feel free, if you know anyone who likes this, who would like this, share this journey, just hit the share button, and share this with them. You can tag them. I'm not sure if you can tag people in YouTube, but you can tag people. But the more people we can help, again, we do give this away for free. Many people charge upwards of thousands for this experience to learn a mantra and then learn how to transcend. Big love to them as well. This is one of our passions, to be able to bring this to the world. So if you do know anyone, just hit the share button on YouTube, share this out there. Thank you so much, Sid, for hanging out. Melanie, thank you for hanging out. Big love, fam. Big love. I hope to see you on one of the lives soon. Otherwise, I'll see you in the immersions for those who want to jump in, and catch you later. Peace. Keep transcending.